Getting right into game number 1 here. No surprises that we're starting on PS2. This is Tri-State after all. And just like that, the end lag on Whip getting punished. SBF managing to find a way in for a quick 40% and has already closed that gap to the point that Undead just has to find get-off-me tools to even maintain stage control.
Yeah, we're going to hopefully see more of that if you're an UndeadBraindead fan, where you just get able to force onto ledge and hold that position. Unfortunately, just haven't been able to really control that space as much as you want. And I like how, but I do like how he's respecting Wario's airspeed enough to be more restrictive with his item play.
Yep, and I love that mix-up timing from UndeadBraindead on the down air such that it caused the slide across platform, just mixing up his spacing a little bit. Now he holds center stage. The Holy Fire gonna disrupt the down air, doing a great job of keeping SBF out right now, but gonna get punished again for that startup on his cross. This is one of the downsides of Belmont we didn't talk about, right? Is how much lag is either on the startup or end of so many of his buttons.
100%. I mean, we get to see a little bit of pressure there from the Holy Water, but nothing's doing as of yet. There's a couple of attempted anti-air pressing on this platform. Closing out the stock may be harder than anticipated, though, for SBF, especially if that up air connected. I love the commitment there for UndeadBraindead, but they don't find the stock quite yet. And out of range of the fair, but not out of range of the up B quite yet.
Saving your jump right is so important in Ultimate to create flexible recovery routes. We saw just why there. Normally, if Belmont misses a whip, they're dead, but if you hold that jump, you can find your way back even from the depths of hell. Now just SBF trying to find a way off platform, doing so and finding the dash attack reversal to somehow take that first stock. Gonna get a second off the waft too with the bite, and actually already has full waft online here, Ubel. This is a very scary situation if you're brain dead.
Yeah, getting the up B out of shield though, having to play around so much of this space is really hard, but it's good to have that reversal online. The cross, the Holy Waters, charging the down smash, getting hit the reverse way though, not a good roll and a good understanding of the misspacing there from SBF just to live for a little bit longer. And nothing's more terrifying than a waft with rage if you find the hit.
Absolutely, at 47, this is like the sweet spot of where SBF could consider pulling out the waft right now on this stock, but also might just hold it till next stock. Gonna lose one of his own there, though. This is an opportunity for Braindead maybe to find a lead, force out this early waft, and force an honest last stock. Gonna do so, but now down a full stock. Right, that SBF wasn't hit once before finding that waft, and so Undead has a lot of ground to make up with full time on the clock for a second waft to fill up.
Oh, if he even needs it. I mean, look at this combo going, making use of Belmont's not even below mediocre airspeed. Any hit will do it, but the soap bubble stays alive just for a little bit longer as UndeadBraindead trying to hold on to any sort of means to make it back into stage. And SBF just finding parries on projectiles just to make it through into just little spacings and little advantages. Here's the cross though, cross into Axe, not finding it though. I like the commitments there from UndeadBraindead though. You're like, ledge trapping isn't as easy against Wario, so maybe taking these little commitments and finding the hits of your whip are going to be much more advantageous for you.
No, absolutely. One of the things that we're seeing right now is Undead is really forced to play in this mid-range, play very aggressive because he knows SBF has this waft coming up. He can feel the pressure. He's behind. The bite gonna do it, right? Caught eventually in a situation where the command grab mix-up, you have to push an aggressive button, and that's where command grab's gonna catch you. And that's all because SBF threw out that early waft, and Undead's like, oh god, I have 2 minutes to win the match, because once he gets the second one, I am 1 hit away from death no matter what percent I'm at. And I can't zone him out, because he'll just sit there beyond my zoning range and just take the time off the clock.
That doesn't seem like SBF's like mojo though. He's sitting there and like, all right, I'll find ways in. I'll use what Wario does best, which is move in these like really ambiguous, almost figure 8 style patterns in the air as they find their way. They eventually find the means to like, oh, I'll land a landing fair into the dash attack, dash grab, like 50-50. Oh, I'll find ways to find a landing there into whatever I want. And whenever you're prepared for those, that's when he gets you hit with the landing up airs or all of these starters that SBF really just has a good handle on. Finding the opener has been such an impressive tool. The switch to the Simon may really prove a difference.
I mean, there's only a little bit different about these characters, right?
There's one thing.
I was gonna say it's the holy fire properties. One's got the aura properties. One's got the fire properties. But there's not a whole lot of a difference. And even though we see a lot more nair use, a lot more dash attack, we're seeing the jab right now out coming out from Undead in terms of playstyle difference. Character's not actually that different. And again, right, trying to start scrapping with Wario up close, and this is his character's weak point. A little surprising that considering how grounded SBF has been, though, we haven't seen really a single down tilt at all.
Yeah, and it's been super aerial focus, trying to find exactly this situation. Landing fair, into mix-up, into edge guard, not able to find the second one. Excellent use of saving the jump from Undead. Having to hold on to that is just such an important part of playing the Belmonts. Now you get a chance to play this match. Oh, a forward smash, what a broken shield there. But it wouldn't have come out in time if SBF was ready for it. Something to keep in mind, especially since that holy water just shield poke.
Yeah, no, right, that's the problem with multi-hits on shields, is they just, if it isn't full, well, you better be a god at shield, at shield SDI or angling, because otherwise you're just gonna get poked. We see the down tilt dash attack trying to close it out, but Undead playing patient and using his brain for once there, not getting caught, and now just slowing the pace of the game down. He's doing a lot better, but still hasn't really found an effective way to catch Wario's landings. And again, we still haven't seen a down tilt out from him, which is one of Richter, the Belmont's best tools to do so.
Yeah, but not overcommitting, I think, is just the name of the game, right? There's the down tilt
is.
out of the corner is a commitment because he saw SBF jump.
Yeah.
Getting away from those, ignites the holy water because it bounced off. Very, very nice. See who takes the grab. Doesn't take the grab, but misses the up smash afterwards. Trying to just find any means to take this stock. The bike just barely coming back in time, but he got pineapple. No, not like this. The timing was so good from SBF to wait for just when the bike would come back. But unfortunately, dropping that stock there, immediately taking one from Undead, but this Waft is going to have to put in some mighty work if you can find the opener. There's a good starter, though. Get him into death percent.
I'm going to say, but you know, the old adage in Ultimate is, if you're down if you're down a stock and you have Waft, the game's even. And that's certainly how it feels right now. Like, Braindead kind of forced to just constantly find ways away from these falling up airs, from these nairs, because he knows one hit by the means death. And SBF has just kind of pivoted all of a sudden. Right now at 86, he's like, well, hold on, maybe I can just get a normal kill here too.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of ways to close out stocks here. The forward throw is going to send Belmont off stage, respecting the range of that whip, though. Feels like SBF is really hard tunneling on trying to catch a jump from ledge, and Undead has just kind of stopped doing it. Don't know what that up B was, but at very least they've stopped giving away some of these early jumps from ledge. Let's see. Yes.
You mentioned before the game, right, that the precision needed on those tilts, on those aerials, and we saw it there. That SBF was able to see it coming out, just jumped over and just fell right through that activity. And man, Braindead really just is
F-tilt mode, man.
Yeah, he's just mashing the C-stick. I'm telling you, he's just mashing the C-stick. He's just sitting there in the yellow one going click, 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 click.
What's so funny is that there's players around the world, like ranked players, that sometimes will just, you have this mode that you can go into. For Meister, sometimes it's considered like forward air mode, where he throws out a bunch of those bombs.
Or down smash, up smash.
Yeah, that kind of similar idea. For Undead, you know, sometimes you just have forward tilt mode. It moves insane.
Yeah, right? And I mean, if you have a broken option and it's working and your opponent can't deal with it, well, the best thing you can do is keep using the broken option. It's the old meme, right? I did my option because it was strong.
Yeah.
I did my option because it was strong. Eventually, it will not work. But until then, I will do my option.
It is strong. Oh, the Nair landed on the bike instead, allowing enough time for Braindead to get a shield up. Good patience, though. 140, this is a big old Waft coming up. If you're able to find the right hit, the right starter, the right opener can do quite a lot here.
Yep, and that could have been it, but I didn't, just kind of missing that last hitbox to that Nair air gonna fall out of it. Give Undead weirdly a second lease on life, even though he's only at 10, because that landing there could have been death, and this could be another opportunity, but missing the up air again. But the Waft at ledge gonna do it anyways, and perfect hit. Somehow SBF